Oh, best girl, you're still a person to me. I would have so much robot sex with you. So much robot sex with you. That is my promise to you, Luna. That is my promise to you. Greetings, my beautiful viewers. I am the Hunter of Comedy, and welcome back to part 2 of the last chapter of Virtue's Last Reward. Sorry for the little bit of delay in getting to this. I had some trouble with my internet and couldn't get things posted on time. So, without further ado, let us continue into the ending.
We were just inside a moon base.
We were inside a moon base? The fact that all of this is happening!
This can't be. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Besides, if this was the moon, how do you explain the gravity? The moon only has 1/6 of the Earth's gravity, so what's this?
She picked up a rock and dropped it.
See, that looked perfectly normal. Yes, it looked that way.
Luna?
You were right about the gravity in a way. I was one of the people who knew this wasn't Earth. Well, I suppose I'm not people, if we're being honest.
Hey, you are people to me. You will always be a person to me, Luna. You are best girl. You are ultimate best girl. So yes, ultimate best girl is a person. Deal with it, Internet.
Excuse me? Please just listen. Alice, you were infected with Radical 6.
We know that.
Then we gave you the Excelivir, which cured you. The Radical 6 isn't completely gone, though. Some of its symptoms stick around for a while.
What symptoms?
Well, Radical 6 can slow down your brain's processing speed by the root of 1/6. It can take a while for your brain to get back up to speed.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We are quite literally all operating with slower brains, which is why nothing seems weird to us. Oh my god. We're all infected with Radical 6, so all of our brain processes have slowed down, so none of us think things are weird. Holy crap.
Every one of us has been infected. In other words, all of our brains have been processing information at a much lower speed. If you evaluated the root of 1/6, you'll get a number close to 0.408. That means our brains are running at something slightly less than half speed. As you said before, the moon's gravity is about 1/6 that of Earth's.
This is a bit shaky logic, but I will believe best girl.
The time that it takes for an object to fall is inversely proportional to the square root of the gravitational acceleration. Since the gravity is lower on the moon, that means the time increases. I guess that's a little technical. Let me give you an example. Say you drop an apple from a height of 4.9 meters. It will take approximately 1 second to hit the ground. On the moon, however, that time would be 1 second times root 6, which would be approximately 2.45 seconds. I used 4.9 meters because it matches up with the acceleration of gravity nicely, but it could be anything. The gravity constant is, well, a constant. You could drop some...
Oh, shit.
Does that make sense?
You could drop something 10 meters, or 10 centimeters or 10 meters, and it would be the same.
So, now we've established that on the moon, things fall root 6 times slower than they do on Earth. That being the case, what would happen if someone's brain slowed down by root 1/6? To them, 2.45 seconds would feel like 1 second. But it's not hypothetical. That's what's been happening to every one of us. Wait, you're saying that's the reason we didn't notice the weaker gravity? Are you sure you didn't notice anything? Think back. Huh?
Oh, that makes sense!
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that.
It seemed insane, but what Luna said made sense. In fact, it explains Vi's apparently superhuman strength quite well. Yes, 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 yes! I love watching that scene.
Wait, this is crazy. That can't possibly be Earth out there. Look at it. I've seen photos of Earth, and it's blue and green and beautiful. That thing is just red.
Before we get into that, I should probably tell you something.
Oh, crap.
This isn't New Year's Eve in 2028. Today is January 27th.
29?
No.
Don't tell me. 30?
Still no.
No!
Then just what year is this?
Since it was 2028, and it was roughly 50 years, I am gonna guess it's 270. I'm gonna guess it's 278 or 279. Or maybe 277.
It's 74. 2074.
Holy fuck! So let's calculate this real quick. So we were in the year 2028. 46 years. We are 46 years in the future, folks! No. That's insane! That would mean we were abducted more than 45 years ago!
I don't blame you if you don't believe me, but it's the truth.
How can you be sure?
It's not that hard. Quark and I left Earth on January 23rd, 2074.
Oh, whoa.
Solar eclipses are easy to predict. We've known that there'd be one on the 27th for a long time. That's just science. Nobody can change that.
But why is the Earth red?
That's a long story. About 45 years ago, on April 13th, 2029, there were 18 annihilation reactors operating in various parts of the world. On the 13th, all 18 of them went up, all at the same time. The explosion was about 180,000 times as powerful as the atom bomb they dropped on Hiroshima.
What? Why?
I suppose it started a few months before that. The government had a test site for a future Mars mission out in the middle of Nevada.
Yeah. I'm just gonna spoil it now. Which they spoil it at the beginning of Zero Time Dilemma, so it's fine. That is that is where Zero Time Dilemma takes place. Zero Time Dilemma takes place at that test site in Nevada for the future Mars mission.
On December 31st, 2028, there was an accident. Well, accident doesn't quite convey the right sense of the thing. The point is, Radical 6 claimed its first victims there, then escaped.
Oh my god. Oh, for me, this matches up so many things from Zero Time Dilemma. At the same time, like, you know, I'm gonna have to replay it again with you guys to be able to get the full understanding of it.
Didn't take long for it to spread to the rest of the world. Like Luna explained, the virus slows your brain down, but eventually, it also makes you kill yourself. Pretty soon, the bodies started to pile up.
Whoa.
Some people would take a dive off a building or shoot themselves in the head. You know, the classics. But for some, it was poison, or fire, or asphyxiation, or the noose. Plenty of people jumped in front of trains or cars. One pilot on a passenger airline drove his plane into the ground. Most forms of transportation ground to a halt pretty fast. That meant food couldn't get distributed. And thousands of people who weren't even infected died from starvation.
Oh my god.
Everywhere you went, there were just piles of corpses, covered in flies and rats. I don't know what hell's like, but I imagine it's a lot like that.
Oh god.
After a while, people who managed to avoid getting infected started trying to get in touch with one another. They got a hold of some radios and organized a couple meetings. There was only one thing to discuss, of course. How could they get rid of the answer, they decided, was purification.
Damn it. How could they get rid of Radical 6? Answer, of course. The answer they decided was purification.
They figured they could just roast the surface of the Earth, and that'd kill the virus off for good. On April 13th in 2029, they put their plan into effect. That plan was to detonate all 18 annihilation reactors.
Oh my god, we scorched the Earth ourselves!
The truth is, that's mostly just rumor. Nobody really knows what happened.
I honestly wonder if that is what... I wonder if that was what Free the Soul was after the whole time, was to do that. Maybe they got exactly what they wanted, and Akane's purpose of this project was to send us back in the past to prevent that! To prevent the annihilation of mankind! Not just the spread of the virus, but from, like, blowing ourselves up! Holy crap!
But I've got my own theories. I think that the bombers had already been infected.
Oh, whoa. Well, that would make sense.
And when they died, they took billions with them.
Oh, shit.
The ultimate if I die, you're coming with me gesture, I suppose. I bet you money they all lost it long before they got to the reactors. Killing most of the world, no matter how bad things had gotten, was not a sane plan, even if it wasn't directly responsible. Radical 6 killed most of the people on Earth. Anyway, why it happened isn't that important. Point is, it happened. Ever heard of nuclear winter? Well, that's basically what we got. The explosions threw a ton of crap up into the stratosphere, where it joined up with smoke and ash from all the fires. It blotted out the sun for 7 years. Plants withered and animals died by the millions. The few humans who were left banded together to survive. They were rough times. Eventually, they were over, though. The sky cleared and the sun came back. Plants started blooming again, and the animals that hadn't died out completely began to reappear. Things weren't quite back to normal, though. It's been 45 years now, but there's still quite a bit of dust and ash in the air. That's what you're seeing. You know why a sunset's red? Well, this is the same thing. Blue and green light have short wavelengths, and they scatter when they run into debris in the air. Red light, on the other hand, has a longer wavelength, which means it'll get a lot farther when the air's dirty. So there you are. The Earth looks red because that's the only color of light that can make it through the atmosphere.
Wow. I am also speechless. Holy crap. I was speechless. What could I possibly say? There was no reason for 1010 to lie to us. So we were staring at so we were standing on the moon, looking at the Earth. And you know what's funny? You know what's really hilarious? When I played so many episodes ago in like one of the, like I think like one of my first like 4 or 5 or 6 videos, I actually looked up at that and I thought to myself, are we on the moon? Is that where we are? Because that picture was black and white. And if those pictures are black and white, that looked like a moon surface and that looked like the Earth. When I saw it later that it was red, I thought because I had gone to the lounge and saw a red moon, that was the moon. The game was meant to trick us, but I think I had it right from the... I actually did have it right from the beginning, and I didn't even know! Holy crap, I'm not kidding you. I didn't look up spoilers for the game. Holy crap, that is amazing! Oh, I still can't believe I guessed that right. Holy crap. It was 2074. But why? Why were we there? Why were we then? I was so lost in thought I barely noticed Phi's approach.
Hey, Sigma. I think I figured something out.
A window popped up on the inside of my helmet with Whisper in the corner. She seemed to be using a circuit only we could hear. Yeah, what is it?
Figured out why there's an extra E.
An extra E? Oh, in the Memento Mori thing. You mean the graffiti?
Yeah, the one on floor B. I think it's an anagram, just like on floor A.
That would make sense. What's Anna say this time?
God damn it, Sigma.
Ha
Knock it off. Memento mori if the ninth lion ate the sun. If you rearrange the letters, you get the man on the moon rules the infinite time.
Oh ho ho!
See?
Man on...
You need 6 E's to get that. So they stuck an extra one in ninth.
The man on the moon rules the infinite time. Huh.
I think it's a message for us from Zero Senior and Akane. Remember what she was telling us?
We created the AB project for one purpose: to transport the consciousnesses of 2 people into the past. Those 2 people are you, Sigma, and you, Vi.
So, what are you getting at?
My God, you're smart.
My brain is slowing down because of the virus, so yes.
You don't get it? They're saying we rule the infinite time. Infinite time. They weren't just talking about having us jump a couple hours. I think they're planning to send us back. Way back.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Are you saying you think they're going to send us back 45 years?
Yeah. I'd bet on it.
So the ultimate purpose of the AB game is to send us back in time to that catastrophe Temiyoji was talking about.
I think so.
That doesn't make sense, though. I mean, we came from the same time period before... Actually. So why... Okay, I said that wrong there, I'm sorry. I mean, we came from the same time period before it, actually. Why bring us here and then send us back?
Well, Akane should be able to tell us the rest. Let's go pay her a visit.
Let's. Do you know where she is?
I've got an idea. Come on, think. Remember what she said when she gave you the key?
Tu fui ego eris.
The grave! Oh my god, I completely forgot about that! Oh my god, we have to go back inside? What? The one in the garden!
Well, come on, what are you waiting for? Let's go.
We turned and ran back into the pressure exchange chambers. The others followed close behind.
What are you doing? Did you forget something?
We're going to have to talk with somebody.
Who?
You really need me to spell it out? The person behind all this.
You mean Akane?
What?
I'll take that as a yes. Let me accompany you then.
Oh my god! He can jump too, I'm guessing!
Wait, why do you know about Akane?
I'll tell you when we get there. Now, if you please. I'm coming with you.
Yeah! 10-10! Finally have his reunion with Akane!
You folks just said the magic word.
I'm going to then. So am I.
Hey, is this Akane you're talking about?
Yeah, you know her real well.
Wait, you're serious? What the hell is going on?
Ah, shut up! Just shut up! Come if you want to, we don't need to do roll call! Once we get there, Akane can explain everything. With that, we headed through the airlock. Wait a second. We could just... Wait, I thought that we couldn't open the number 9 door. I thought that we were told we couldn't open the number 9 door. Why can't we open the number 9 door again? No, because she's letting us.
Clem, the number 9 door on floor A is shut forever once the game ends. Assuming Zero Jr. was telling the truth, of course. But the door on floor B...
Yeah. Thought we might be able to take the lift to it. And it looks like I was...
Oh, that's so brilliant! After all, they never said that, they said that escape was impossible from, like, you know, from the inside. Because you can't open the door here unless you're outside. That's brilliant! I kept thinking that door had to be, like, play a part somehow, and it did!
Any idea where Akane might be?
Yeah, the grave.
You mean the grave in the garden?
Yeah, don't worry. I don't think she's buried there or anything. Chances are she's alive. Just in the grave. Anyway, let's move. To the garden! Oh wow, I did not think we'd be coming back in here after this. Plus, Dio is still kind of, tied up in the infirmary.
Is Akane really under here?
I think so.
What should we do? Are we gonna dig her out?
No, I don't think we'll have to do anything like that. You see the keyhole on the grave? If I just insert this here, I pulled the key off my ankle and fitted it into the hole. I twisted it to the right until I heard something unlock. With a quiet grinding, the grave began to shift. Whoa. Another treatment pod!
It doesn't look like a coffin.
Yeah. It's a treatment pod.
Oh my god. It is, isn't it?
Ooh. The glass on the cover had frosted over, making it opaque. You couldn't see who or what was in.
Let's see what's inside.
She grabbed hold of the lever on the side of the pod.
No good. I think it's locked.
What?
Treatment pod TP00. Stage 1 defrosting complete. Stage 2 will be complete in 10 minutes. Once stage 2 is complete, the lock will automatically disengage.
Right, cold sleep.
What?
These pods can put people into cold sleep. It uses something called CAS to freeze human bodies without destroying their cells.
So, Ms. Akane's like an ice cube?
I think so.
We gotta wait till she melts?
Yeah.
So how about you tell us your story while we wait, Kay? Specifically, why do you know Akane?
And why do you look like me?
I remembered
What do you remember?
everything. I was born and raised in this facility. It's called Rhizome 9. A rhizome is an underground plant stem that spreads by sending out roots. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
It does, actually.
This facility is a little like a rhizome. Supposedly, that's why they call these installations that. The number comes from the facility's number.
So this is number 9. That makes sense.
There are 54 rhizomes on the move.
54?
This is the 9th one.
Holy crap!
Well, I suppose the other ones don't really matter to you, do
No,
they?
they really don't.
In any event, I grew up here with Akane and Zero Senior. I watched them create the AB project.
The AB project?
Yes. Its purpose is to send Phi and Sigma, or their consciousnesses at least, to the past.
Back 45 years, right?
Yes.
So, you want us to change history, huh? Go back and keep Radical 6 from getting out, and stop the reactors from exploding. That's our mission?
That's a pretty tall order, I gotta say.
Well, not exactly.
What do you mean? That's exactly what I thought was going on.
It's true that the ultimate goal of the project is to keep Radical 6 from spreading to the general population. But even if you do make it back, you won't be able to do much. By now, it's already too late.
Too late?
What do you mean?
Let me begin at the beginning. You might be thinking that Zero Senior and Akane were the ones who created all this, but that's not entirely correct. They only followed the histories they'd already seen. It was the only choice they had. Nothing less than the future of mankind is at stake. We need the two of you to jump through timelines while maintaining your memories. That is why you had to play the AB game. and why the chromatic doors were necessary. By forcing multiple options, you could make numerous jumps. We speculated that jumping more would strengthen your memories. The puzzles were also there for a purpose. Some theories hold that a moment of insight when you solve a puzzle strengthens your connection to the fourth dimension. That was the reason for the puzzles.
That makes sense. I kind of cheated and used my good friend Mr. Forum sometimes, but I mean, yes. Good for me, I solved all the puzzles.
Your infection with Radical 6 was also a vital part of our plan. By slowing down your brain's processing speed, we can store your potential. With that energy stored up, we just had to provide a life or death situation to launch your consciousness into the fourth dimension. Like a bullet from a slingshot.
Wait, hold on just a minute here. You keep talking about Sigma and Phi, but what about the rest of us? Why did you bring us here?
That's simple. In earlier histories, you were all here in Rhizome 9. We needed you here to accurately replicate those histories. Although I suppose that's probably not a good enough explanation for you. In a sense, though, it is the truth. Our primary goal was to replicate history. The rest is... Yes, I suppose I should explain. Very well. I will try and do so in a way you can understand. First, Alice and Clover. They were abducted 45 years and 1 month ago, on December 22nd, 2028. The location is Earth, of course, more specifically, Los Angeles, California. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
After being kidnapped, your bodies were sent to a facility under Akane's direction. You were placed in treatment pods and immediately put into cold sleep. 4 months later, you arrived at this facility. The date you finally arrived was April 14th, 2029. Your trip from Earth to this facility was aboard a spaceship powered by an annihilation engine. Following your arrival, your pods were placed in long-term storage. Does that make sense?
Are you telling me we were sleeping in those pods here for 45 years?
Yes.
Yes, in preparation for this day.
But why? What do you need us for?
You are an Esper, aren't you, Clover? I mean that you are able to access the fourth dimension. Am I wrong?
Did Akane tell you?
In a manner of speaking, as I've already explained, the purpose of this project is to send Sigma and Phi's consciousnesses to the past. Espers are able to sort of resonate with one another, which can amplify their power. You understand? This is why we brought you here, Clover.
What about me?
We needed your help, Alice, to deactivate Dio's bombs.
Huh? But I didn't do anything.
But you did. In another history, you were able to perform prime decomposition on the 25-digit energy that Dio left behind.
Holy crap.
Only you could do that sort of thing.
Literally, everyone's here for a reason, like a very important reason. Like, just like in the first game. We were all there for a very important reason. It's the same here.
Because of your feat of mathematics, we were able to determine that Dio had planted the bombs. Then we were able to question him and get the password for the number 31. Finally, we used that information to stop the bomb in this timeline. Without your help, Alice, it would have been reduced to nothing more than so much space dust. This history exists because of your presence. Now, let me explain why we needed Tenmyoji and Quark. Tenmyoji is simple. We needed you for the same reason we needed Clover. You are able to access the fourth dimension. Almost half a century ago, you used that ability to save a young girl, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
We needed you to resonate with Sigma and Phi, so we brought you here. All it took was a messenger.
Do you want to see Akane? If you do, come with me. I was a fool and fell for it.
And you brought Quark with you. In fact, you insisted that he come.
Yeah, I know. I guess you were worried about leaving me alone, huh? He kept saying he couldn't run off to the moon and leave me behind.
I'm sorry, Quark. If I hadn't been so stupid and selfish, none of this would have happened to you. I never thought this would happen. Can you ever forgive me?
Oh, don't worry about it. I mean, I agreed to come with you. I thought the moon would be way more interesting than boring old Earth. What kid would turn that?
I know, right? Fuck, I love Quark. My god, Quark is like the best kid ever. I love him.
We didn't see the messenger after we got on the ship. It was on autopilot. As soon as we got in, it headed straight for the moon. During the trip, Zero told me to keep quiet once we got there. I don't remember anything after we landed.
Then there was a bunch of that white smoke, and we passed out, and when I woke up, I was in the AB room.
Now, Dio. His real name is Left, and he's the leader of a terrorist organization called the Myrmidons. He was ordered to come here. The Myrmidons, it was Brother,
Oh, damn it.
who orchestrated the release of Radical 6 into the general population 45 years ago.
I screwed that up, I'm sorry. The Myrmidons are under the control of an organization called Free the Soul, which is in turn controlled by a man known as Brother. And we already know a little bit about Brother from the past timelines.
Do you remember what Phi mentioned earlier? The ultimate purpose of the AB project is to change history and keep Radical 6 from being released. If we succeed, that would be bad for Brother and his organization. Our success would prevent them from creating the ideal world they're working toward. That is why Brother sent Left, his trusted lieutenant, to this facility. They needed to stop the AB project. So, Dio was given 2 tasks. The first was to eliminate Akane, the architect of the AB project. The second was to join the AB game and win it. If Dio won the game, the AB project would not be completed. At least, not in that timeline. In other words, in that world, the project would have been stopped. If things didn't go as planned, Dio was given a contingency plan. If you cannot murder Akane and win the game, destroy Rhizome 9. Hence, the bombs.
Makes sense.
Can I ask you something?
Perhaps.
How did Brother know about the AB project?
He was also an Esper.
He was. That means he's dead. That's very important. That's very important.
We can set Brother aside for now, though. May I proceed?
By the way, only thing I will say is that Brother does appear in Zero Time Dilemma. For those of you who have played the game, you know exactly who he is. And for those of you who don't, look forward to that mystery, because that is a really, really good one in Zero Time Dilemma. No one objected. We were all curious.
Excellent. That explains everyone, save 2, Luna and myself. Sigma and Phi already know the truth about Luna. I don't believe I should reveal any more, however. I think it would be more appropriate if you could ask Luna yourselves at a later time. Would that be alright with you, Luna?
Yes.
Oh, best girl, you're still a person to me. I would have so much robot sex with you. So much robot sex with you. That is my promise to you, Luna. That is my promise to you.
That's okay.
As for me, as I said before, I was born and raised here. The rest of you were brought to this facility. But I've never left. That makes me someone close to Zero Senior and Akane.
Hey, I've been wondering, who is Zero Senior?
You've already met him, Sigma, in another timeline.
Yeah, well, I saw a hologram. I still don't know who he is. But I noticed right there that he has a bracelet. Why does he have a bracelet? That's something I don't understand. Still don't know who he is.
Stage 2 is complete. TP00 unlocking.
It looks like it's finished. Shall we open the pod?
Yeah, let's do it. All of us gathered around the pod. The glass was still covered with frost, hiding the contents.
Okay, let's get started then. Ready?
Phi laid her hands on the lever and looked around at us. I swallowed. Yeah, anytime.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Watch it be empty. Watch it be empty. Whoa, okay, I was not expecting that! Why is Sigma in there? Suddenly my head was full of memories from the other timelines. I'd seen something like this before. Warehouse floor B. In front of the white door. It was Kay lying in front of me. I grabbed his mask and saw my own face. I never figured out who he really was. Why was there a man with my face underneath Kay's armor? It didn't make sense. After I'd seen him, I was injected with tubocurarine, and that was the end of that. Oh my god! Oh my god! Is Akane K? Did she switch herself out for K? Oh my god! I think I may have figured it out too soon. Wait, if the person in the pod was the same person I'd seen on the floor of the warehouse, who was wearing K's armor.
You finally noticed. Didn't I tell you? You won't be alone. I will be at your side, watching over you.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. I gotta go back through this timeline real quick because in this timeline, and only this timeline here, Akane was with us. And that makes sense. In this timeline, this was the timeline that that Kay absolutely always voted ally. That makes so much sense. Oh my god, that is such a huge reveal. No. Oh my god, you're...
Yes, I am.
Akane Kurashiki.
It's you, June. I mean, Akane from... But you're old.
June. June is back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god. I can't believe that the K in this timeline was actually Akane. Oh my god.
Yes, that's correct. I haven't spoken to you in a very long time, Clover. Or you, Junpei.
I knew it.
Junpei?
Akane, long time no see.
Oh, I could barely hear what they were saying. Oh, I get it loud and clear. Oh my god, yes. Oh, I have wanted Akane and Junpei to see each other again for so long, and it finally happened. Hooray! My mind was still reeling. I felt like the air had been knocked out of me, and it was all I could do not to collapse right then and there.
When? How long?
Do you remember when the two of you saved me in the warehouse?
BAM! God, I love that!
Once you saved me, you went back to your future. Well, your minds did, at least. I carried your bodies to the third AB room, and then took Dio's to the fifth. After that, I went into the first room and borrowed Kay's armor.
So by the time you and Clover came out, you'd already...
Yes.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Dio killed you, and then Luna took your body to the sixth room. You couldn't have been in Kay's armor.
No, in this timeline, at least, in this one, I wasn't murdered by Dio. You two saved me. It's just like Schrodinger's cat.
Schrodinger, but...
Your actions in the
Well,
future
actually, maybe Schrodinger.
decided who would be inside the armor in the past.
Oh, that's so cool! What? No, that's nuts, but that's awesome! Oh god, I love it!
Alright, what about the other history? The one where you weren't saved. What happens then? Who's wearing the armor?
That's quite simple. The man in front of you.
Him?
That's correct. Whenever I'm not in the armor, he is.
What about the memory loss?
For my part, I confess that I lied. He, on the other hand, was telling the truth. Large doses of soporil can cause memory loss. I gave him a rather large dose.
So, who is he?
You've never seen him before?
No.
What about the rest of you?
I have no idea who he is.
I've never seen him before.
Me either.
Total stranger.
Hey, come on, what are you guys saying? Right here. Same face.
Are you alright? right, Mr. Sigma? Did you hit your head or something?
Huh? What? It didn't make any sense. Why didn't they recognize me?
Sigma, your consciousness can jump through time. You can inhabit your body in the past or in the future.
What does that mean?
Don't you get it? You've jumped to the future from 45 years ago.
I looked around frantically. A pond. I ran to it and threw myself down onto my knees. I crawled on all fours. I approached the edge. My heart was hammering inside my chest. Cold sweat trickled down my spine. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, damn it. I struggled to take deep breaths. Then slowly, I peered into the pond, looking for my reflection. That's why we never got to see my own face! Oh my god! I am old Sigma! I am a super old Sigma! Holy crap! That would explain actually why when I saw Zero Senior, I had the bracelet on! That makes so much sense! I never took it off! No, this can't be real. His face.
It's your face, Dr. Sigma Climb. Although, to the you that's behind it now, it's your face 45 years from now. Zero, the mastermind of the AB project,
Was me all along!
is you.
What? No, that's not possible. That's bullshit!
No, it's the truth. Fighting it isn't going to do you any good. Please, Doctor.
I am not a doctor!
You will be a pioneer in the field of genetic engineering.
You're lying.
No, I'm not. You created him. Well, I suppose I should say you are going to create him.
That actually makes sense. So it wasn't like I wasn't... Why? That's who was in the 3 pods. I thought Sigma was in the pods, but it was actually... It was the one who was actually in the pods, like the freezing pods that they put into the future. It was actually Clover, Alice, and Phi, and I wasn't one of them. I just woke up here. And they put my same clothes on me so that I wouldn't be able to recognize that, and so the player wouldn't be able to recognize that either. That's fucking brilliant. Create?
His name is Kyle Climb, your clone. That is why he looks just like a younger version of yourself. 23 years ago, in the biolab here in Rhizome 9, you created Kyle. Well, I suppose for you, that's still in the future. When I said I was born and raised here, I was still pretending to be him. The gravity here is only 1/6 of Earth's. If nothing was done, the reduced gravity would cause his bones to be weaker than normal human ones. But you prepared for that. You gave him that armor. Ever since he was born, he's lived inside of it. It kept his muscles and bones strong. He wasn't forced into it for the Nonary game. He's been wearing it every day, all his life.
That is absolutely terrifying. But why would future me create a clone?
He was to be your spare. If something happened to you before the project began, he would take your place. I mentioned before that the AB projects A and B stood for after and before.
Yes, you did.
That isn't all they mean, though. The A also means anima, and the B means body. Anima is another word for the soul, or the consciousness. Body is, well, exactly what it says on the tin. The past consciousness will go into the future body, and the future consciousness will go into the past body. They switch. That was the chief goal of the project.
So we're switching places. It's not that, and this is something they covered in Zero Time Dilemma, but I wasn't sure if they were going to touch on it in this one. When you jump between timelines, you're not actually jumping into the timeline. You are switching with another version of yourself. Therefore, all those versions of Sigma that died, different versions, the ones that I jumped into, they switched with me and they died in my place. Which is an absolutely terrifying thought to think about. Wait, so the future person goes into the past person?
Sigma, do you remember the note you found in the garden?
You mean this, right?
Yes. Ah, of course, it was you who investigated the garden in this timeline.
Yeah.
Sigma, take a good look at this. It's an illustration of the time jumps your consciousness is making.
It's an illustration of the time jumps. That means I started here, and then I jumped around to be here. I jumped from A, which was like, but I'm guessing before the Nevada test site, there, and then I kept going this way to E, and then D. Well, no, I would have to go. Yeah, so I went to D and C, but if I go this way, it goes to E, which I'm not sure what that is yet.
A is where everything began. December 25th, 2028. You inhaled the white smoke in your car and lost consciousness. From there, you jumped to B. January 25th, 2074. You woke up in one of the AB rooms in Rhizome 9. You are in your own body, but it is 67 years old. Your consciousness has jumped 45 years into the future.
Oh, damn.
I believe that may explain why you didn't notice the reduced lunar gravity. The body you woke up in was much older. Normally, you would have noticed that your muscles were much weaker. In this case, however, the lower gravity balanced that out. Moving on, if you continue along this line, what happens next? You reach C, which is January 27th, 2074. That is today.
Whoa. Wait, what do you mean? Are you saying it's been 2 days since we woke up?
36 hours to be exact.
And because our brains were moving slower, we didn't think that much time was passing. That makes sense.
Have you already forgotten? You were all infected with Radical 6. The virus slowed your brain down, so yes, 36 hours of real time have passed. But to you, it only seemed like 14 hours and 40 minutes. Now comes the important part. After this, your consciousness will return to the past. It will re-emerge at point D. April 13th, 2029. You will return to your younger body.
But that's the same day as the reactor explosions.
Yes. That is why I said it will be too late. You will return to the past, but the events you would want to prevent will have already happened. The story does not end there, however.
Oh god, there's more?
The line continues.
Oh, it does.
After reaching point D, you will eventually return to B. But this time, you won't be jumping through time, or at least not at a rate faster than normal. Your consciousness will spend 45 years inhabiting the same body until you reach point B. Do you remember when B is Sigma?
January 25th, 2074. According to what you just told us, it's 36 hours ago.
Correct. That was when the consciousness of the 22-year-old Sigma jumped into the body of 67-year-old Sigma. So where did the older version of you go when you took his body?
Point A, December 25th, 2028. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think I may have just come up with an interesting revelation. It's very possible that the Sigma in Zero Time Dilemma is not the Sigma I've been playing as in this game like I've been thinking. It's very possible that he's me from the future with the robot arms. Oh my god! My story as Sigma ends in this game, but Sigma from the future went back into the past and is trying to fix things. Oh my god! And that's where Zero Time Dilemma comes in.
Yes, his consciousness will go back in time 45 years. For a period of time, he will inhabit your younger body. While your younger consciousness is elsewhere, he will be you in the past.
But once that body reaches point D, my 22-year-old consciousness will come back from point C.
That's correct. When that happens, the older version of you will be ejected from your younger body and return to your body at C.
So it's rotating.
Rotating. I suppose you could put it that way, but look at this illustration closely. What if you take all these lines and untangle them? You get one single line. It may look complicated, but in truth, it's a single straight path with one exception.
The line here at point E, right?
Exactly. Point E is December 31st, 2028, the day of the total eclipse.
The day that Radical 6 gets released. The day Radical 6 got out of the test facility.
Yes, by now you've likely figured it out on your own. The purpose of the AB project was to get the consciousness of the 67-year-old Sigma from point B to point A. If we can do that, we can change what happened 45 years ago.
So the old version of me will keep Radical 6 from getting out by jumping into my 22-year-old body on New Year's Eve, 2028.
Yes, that is why this line could not be interrupted. In order for the 67-year-old version of you to reach point B, we first have to go through point D. In order to get to point D, we must jump from point C, and for point C to happen, we had to recreate everything that happened in this facility. That is why we have faithfully retraced history up to this point.
Okay, I am following along here. It's just so fascinating that old Sigma is the character that I played as in Zero Time Dilemma. It's just so weird to think about that, though.
So that we might save humankind from destruction.
Holy crap.
And undo the horrors of the last 45 years.
Tell me one thing.
What is that?
You said that point C is January 27th, 2074, which is today. There's going to be a jump, and I'm going to jump to April 13th, 2029.
Yes.
But look, I'm still old. When is the jump supposed to happen?
Very soon. Yes.
Soon? What? And what's going to trigger it?
We need potential energy stored to send your consciousness into the fourth dimension. Fortunately, we now have plenty of that. Thanks, ironically, to Radical 6. All that remains is to launch your consciousness like a bullet from a slingshot.
And how do you propose to do that?
Didn't I tell you? A crisis. A moment balanced between life and death. That can jumpstart your brain.
What do you mean?
You haven't figured it out. I mean this.
Dio's knife. No sooner were the words out of my mouth. Fi! I screamed and leapt toward them. Akane was already in motion, knife driving toward Fi's chest. I was almost there. When I regained consciousness, I was on the floor. There was a dull pain in my chest. I felt for a cut, but something was in the way. It took me a moment to realize it was Akane's body lying on top of me. I twisted my neck to look around. Nearby was an old tombstone. On it were written a few words in Latin. Tu foi ego eris. What you are, I was. I am. What I am, you will be. Oh my god, and then this, from this point on, it jumps into Zero Time Dilemma. Holy balls, man! And that's like the cloning facility there, I'm guessing. Hello, Clover. And then because I change up timelines and everything, all the bad things here don't happen. Oh wow, we had Akane as 22-year-old? When did we see that? I don't think we did see that. Maybe it's gonna be like an ending scene. Oh, that would be so cool. But yeah, we never saw Sigma's face. I didn't even think about that. Because, like, we know what his face looks like, so we didn't even think about it. That's freaking brilliant. Oh my god, I never saw it coming. And I still can't believe Akane was in the suit, which is funny because I actually think at one time I pointed out that like the person in the suit was having like some like female tones to her voice, but I think it only happened in the timeline that like Akane was in the suit. Oh my god, that's so amazing! This game has been fantastic. Oh my god. I know I went way over time with this episode. I'm basically at about like 2 hours for this one video. I'm gonna have to split this video in half as 2 episodes, but they're both gonna be considered the quote-unquote final episode. Oh god. Oh, this is so interesting though, because now it makes sense. The Sigma I was playing as, the old Sigma that I was playing as in Zero Time Dilemma, that was him! That was old Sigma, like the mastermind of the AB project! That's brilliant! Oh my god! And here's kind of showing me all the different endings, or at least like parts of them. Oh wow! We really didn't even get to hang out with Kay in this one. Wait, she's jumping with a knife there. Why is she jumping with a knife there? Doesn't look like she should have a knife. Why did she have a knife in that scene? Sorry, bug. Please tell me there's another scene. Fi and... A new destination has been added to the flowchart! Because they did say they wanted to send... time after time. Because they also said they wanted to send Phi back in time as well, and I get it. The one that's the Sigma ending? That's not actually the Sigma ending. That's like clone ending. Wow, holy crap. What new timeline? Oh my god, this is like the end of the game. We're at the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Headquarters, April 13th, 2029. Well, that sounds like people dying. That's not good.
Today is April 13th, 2029. And this is the evening news. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I don't have any news to read. All of our station's reporters have passed after contracting radical
Well,
sickness.
shit!
So have my... Excuse me. I've managed to keep us on the air until now. But I'm out of tricks. It's time for me to sign off. This concludes our broadcast day. I pray that someday our world can be cleansed of this horrible plague. Goodbye.
Oh god! Well, yeah, I figured she had it too. Oh shit. For a moment, I just stared at the TV. The roar of the static seemed to fill the entire room, until with a click it disappeared too. Had the power gone out? I heard footsteps behind me and I turned around. You! Zero! Akane! Young Akane!
It looks like the first step was successful.
What the fuck? You killed me!
Killed?
I guess technically you're going to kill me 45 years from now, but still!
Hey, no need to be rude about it.
I'm not sure this is the same, because if you remember, in Zero Time Dilemma, they used the actress who was, in 999, they used the actress from Zero Time Dilemma. I'm not sure if they used the same actress for Akane in this game. I'm gonna listen a little bit more, see if I can pinpoint it, because it does sound like her, but I'm not certain.
I didn't kill you. I hit you with the butt of the knife. You're fine.
Oh my god, it is! Okay, one is the same actress, two, she didn't actually kill me! That's freaking awesome! Also, Best Girl, you're back! You did some pretty shitty things. Luna is now new Best Girl. You are still Best Girl in a lot of ways, but yeah, I am not happy with you for a lot of reasons. I'm okay?
Yes. You and Phi needed to experience a state of crisis. That was the only way.
Me and Phi?
Yes. I only told you about you, but we also needed Phi to jump.
That's why you rushed at Phi too.
Now, you know what happens next, right?
We go to the moon?
Correct. We will be leaving tomorrow, April 14th, 2029. We've nearly finished preparing your shuttle. Only a few last-minute checks and additions. You'll be traveling to Rhizome 9, along with 3 treatment pods.
Alice and Clover, right?
Yes.
What about the third one? Who's in there?
Phi. We put her into cold sleep 2 days ago. She appeared at our headquarters and volunteered to be frozen. That wasn't the Phi who jumped from point C, though. It was Phi before she jumped from point A to point D. In other words, she was following the same path you are, and she still is.
Then that means that after you froze her, the point C version of her jumped back into her body.
Yes. The point C version of Phi is sleeping in that pod. She'll stay there for the next 45 years, sleeping in ice.
Then when she gets to point B, her consciousness will jump to point A, right?
Correct.
So that's why she didn't look old. So why didn't you stick me in one of those? So why don't you just stick me in one of those pods?
We can't do that.
Why not?
You haven't figured it out?
Not yet, no.
You have to spend the next 45 years working on the AB project.
That's gonna suck! Then again, I know how it works now because I solved all the puzzles because I also made them. Weird quantum time thing again.
After arriving at Rhizome 9, you must master genetic engineering and artificial intelligence programming, among other disciplines.
That's a lot to learn! That goes way beyond my master's degree, man.
Otherwise, you will be unable to create Kyle, Luna, and Lagomorph. And, of course, you will need to develop the chromatic doors and the bracelets.
That's... Okay, so I just figured out the irony of this. I complained so much about math with colors with the chromatic doors, and I'm the one who made them! God damn it!
You will also be the person who summons Tenmyoji and Quark. Once you've completed all the preparations, then the project can actually begin. January 25th, 2074. You will defrost Phi and carry her to the third AB room. Once you've done that, the 22-year-old version of you from point A will force you out, and you'll just go back 45 years to your own body on December 25th, 2028.
So actually, I am still the same Sigma. I'm still the same Sigma, I've just undergone the entire journey. Then I change history. Do you really think I can keep the virus from getting out?
You have to. If you don't, billions of people will die.
Thanks! Like, no pressure!
Only you and Phi can save them.
What about you? Aren't you an Esper too?
I can't do anything on my own. If this is going to work, I'll need your help.
You know what, Akane? You know what, Akane? I really like you, but I really wanted you to make amazing babies with Junpei, so in Best Ending, which we're gonna get to in Zero Time Dilemma, that it will be your job! Your job will be to be happy with Junpei. I will make that a thing that happens. If it is the last thing that I do in this game series, I will make it happen. So, what do I need to do?
What do you mean?
Like, what specific actions do I need to take? When Phi and I jump to point A, what are we gonna do then?
You'll both enter the Mars mission test site.
Okay, that makes sense. And after that?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You were there with us! What?
I'm sorry. I really don't know anything about what happens in there.
Yes, you do, because you're there too!
We don't know how the Radical Six escaped.
Because it's in a different timeline. Right. She was in a different... Oh, okay, it'll all be explained in Zero Time Dilemma. I won't spoil it here.
We don't even know why it was there in the first place.
I do. This has connected all the dots for me, at least most of them. Oh, crap. Then we're screwed!
That's why we need your help. You have the ability to jump through time and across parallel worlds. We need you to figure out what happened in that test facility. Things will be difficult, and I'm sure you will find yourself in a great deal of danger.
Yeah, like I'm not used to that already.
But I believe the two of you can overcome any obstacle.
That's nice. Wait, how do you know it's so dangerous?
The 67-year-old version of you told me what happened. He wasn't able to stop the virus, so I suppose you could say you told me after you failed.
Right, because one of the endings of Zero Time Dilemma creates this timeline that we're in right now, but this whole mission goes back to fix that. Right. What did I say?
That the test facility is full of traps. There was one point. A woman's life was in danger. You risked yourself for her sake, and lost your arms and your right eye.
My arms and my right eye? Oh my god, how did I not notice that until now? What the hell? Suddenly, a low rumble shook the building. Oh jeez. What was that?
Go have a look.
I moved slowly to the window and peered outside. Oh my god, on the horizon I can see a massive mushroom cloud climbing suddenly toward the sky. Technically, you'd be dead. If that happened, we would all be dead, but I mean, dramatic game stuff. Would we really be able to change the course of history? No. That was the wrong way to look at it. It couldn't be a question. I had to change history. We could save the world. I'm going to change history. I stared at the darkening skies above me and steeled myself. I would succeed. For the sake of everyone's happiness, I will succeed! Also so that Junpei and Akane can make awesome babies. Hooray. End or beginning? Oh. Fire and ice! Holy crap. Well, I think that's it. Holy crap, guys. That is it. We're done. We have finished all of Virtue's last reward. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the main menu here and see if anything... Damn it. Okay, so it looks like there's no special extras for us here, but... Holy shit, guys, we finished Virtue's last reward! Congratulations to us! Holy shit, that was awesome. This last video is really long. I'm going to be splitting it up into 2 videos because I just didn't want to just interrupt anything that was happening, but I expected the ending to go along for a while. But, you know what? We are in for a treat, because after this... Excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. After this... we are going to do Zero Time Dilemma, which is what I started with. And you guys are going to quickly understand that in Zero Time Dilemma, things are very different than the rest of the Nonary games. Very, very different. But either way, thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you for being with me on this amazing journey. This game took me twice as long as 999, and this game was twice as amazing. Difficult, a lot more difficult than 999, but still, I have enjoyed it so very much. So, wow. I'm sorry, just like, I'm all caught up with the series now, but I gotta play Zero Time Dilemma one more time to make it all the way through. So, until next time when we play Zero Time Dilemma, have yourselves a beautiful day, my beautiful, beautiful viewers. And until next time, stay beautiful. By the way, there is one more episode after this one. It's actually going to be the epilogue that I didn't realize I missed until I finished this episode and was already done editing it. So, yeah, I did that later, and I definitely think that it's going to be worth checking out. So, that'll be coming up in the next few days. Either way, enjoy it, and have yourselves a beautiful day.